Detective Furlong was the one that got my father to confess.
Believe me, I'm not a killer.
But nonetheless, he is serving life in a case now being called into question over revelations from the judge's nasty divorce.
We've been following the story of that judge who's accused of having an affair with the cop in charge of that double murder investigation.
Only on 7 tonight, investigator Jonathan Carlson talks to the man who was convicted in the trial and the son fighting to free him.
He knows he's 100% innocent.
Jared Kowalski has been telling anyone who will listen his father didn't do it. Jerome Kowalski, now in his 70s, is serving a life sentence for double murder, found guilty of killing his brother and sister-in-law back in 2008.
I did not commit the crime.
We talked with the elder Kowalski from jail. More from him in a bit. He and his son say a lack of DNA evidence, questions over the validity of his confession, and a judge accused of sleeping with a key witness in his trial puts his conviction under a cloud of doubt. That last part has legal expert Peter Henning in agreement.
The standard by which judges are judged is appearance of impropriety.
Put away in 2013, Kowalski's trial was overseen by Livingston County Judge Teresa Brennan. It's since been revealed through court records she carried on an affair with a state police lieutenant who was the lead investigator in the Kowalski case. There's dispute over when the relationship with Lieutenant Sean Furlong began, but her estranged husband has phone records which claim to imply a relationship during the trial. Brennan and Furlong have now been accused of perjuring themselves for denying the above.
Detective Furlong was the one that got my father to confess.
Jared Kowalski claims with Furlong at the prosecution's table, the judge would often tip the scale in their favor. Of the female prosecutor, he says,
a lot of times he was piping in her ear, she'd object, and then there was a lot of them that were...
And the judge would support
absolutely,
the objection.
Absolutely.
He says the defense could barely get their arguments out. Arguments, family friend Veronica Cetera says, could have swayed the jury.
We just did not believe it.
That the man she and her husband knew so well could be a cold-blooded killer. She says after a trial she felt was one-sided, she did her own detective work.
Whenever I could, I would just get more and more involved in the case, backtracking where he was, what he did, went talking to the neighbors.
Did you find holes, questions?
Yes. Yes.
And the ethical controversy surrounding the lead investigator and judge has Kowalski himself asking for fairness and just maybe a new trial. Does it make you feel like there wasn't a fair trial?
Absolutely.
No one yet has officially petitioned for a new trial for Mr. Kowalski. He says he's working with an attorney. The Michigan Court of Appeals has denied his previous attempts, but now he says he has renewed hope.
Believe me, I'm not a killer.
It's not just for my father. There's other cases out there.
Legal sources tell the 7 investigators the subjects of other trials have been feverishly calling their attorneys, wondering if their case too was muddied by alleged judicial impropriety. One recent morning, we tried to talk to Judge Brennan about all this. Can we talk to you for a minute? She politely declined. In Livingston County, Jonathan Carlson, 7 Action News.